Hello and welcome to GPTV on Tuesday the 16th of July. My name's Philip Kingston.
And I'm Gary Peer.
And we'd love to welcome to GPTV today Chef Momo. Great to have you. I can't shake your hand because you've got those sterile gloves on. But yes. Chef Momo, known as Ili Fadida, and we are filming live today from Chef Momo's magnificent kitchen at number 71 Station Street, Malvern. Great to have you on the show today.
Hello, Philip.
Chef Momo.
Now, Chef Momo Ili Fadida, very, very well known for originally of Ili's fame.
Yes.
And of course now of Chef Momo's fame, and has a variety of wonderful dishes, Phil. Certainly, can I take one of those?
No, you can't. Not yet, Gary, because you're so svelte these days. I don't want you to be putting on weight.
There's no sugar, Phil. No fat, no sugar. None at all. None at all.
So, what are we doing at Chef Momo at 71 Station Street? You may well be asking, OGPT viewers. We're here because the essence to real estate is the family home. And the essence, Chef Momo, of every family home is the kitchen.
Yes.
And of course, what makes a family happy but the baking and making of cakes. And so many children grow up with their mother or their father bringing them into the kitchen, helping them make cakes. And one of your famous cakes, correct me if I'm wrong, is your banana cake.
Yes.
So tell us about your banana cake.
Yeah. All right. Well, the banana cake is pretty much one of those standard sort of, you just grab whatever you've got left in the cupboard on a Sunday night and you just whip it all up together.
It's got to be a Sunday night?
It has to be
you
Sunday.
can do it any other night really, but you can just whip it up together and then you've got something hot, fresh for the kids to put in their lunch boxes, or just having off with some.
So I'm looking at some of your ingredients. Obviously, we've got a lot of bananas.
What does it take?
We've got raspberries.
Okay, well, into the banana bread, you can sort of have some variation.
It's got nothing to do with the cake.
There's nothing to do with bananas. That's just a plain hedgehog.
But that's a very famous dish of yours.
Yes, very much so. All our slices are
no sugar,
extremely
no fat.
popular.
I keep
us.
telling myself that.
Yes.
Go on, sorry, Ili.
So onto the banana bread, we can have some fun with it. We can put some raspberries, or some blueberries, or some nuts. For some of those healthy ones of us. So the basic ingredients is
bananas.
Well, if we've got some leftover bananas, obviously if they're organic, it's better. But just assuming they've been sitting on a fruit bowl for a few days and gone a little bit brownish, and we really can't use them, what are we going to do with them? Let's throw them together to the mixer, make some fresh banana bread.
And take us through the ingredients. I'm seeing we've got some sugar.
Bananas is sugar.
Sugar, that's again, good for you.
We don't need to stress out here. If you don't have caster sugar, you can pop in brown sugar. As long as there's no level of stress amongst Gary Peer customers, because we don't want to stress everyone. So sugar, self-raising flour.
Self-raising flour.
If we don't have self-raising flour, we can use plain flour with baking powder in it.
But we prefer self-raising flour.
Self-raising is really good because it's foolproof. Fresh eggs.
How many eggs have you got there?
5.
5 eggs,
And this is just butter, slightly melted at room temperature.
Yes. Okay. It's recommended by the Heart Foundation, that butter.
Very much so.
That's it.
And there's not too much of it here. Now, the basic recipe is equal amount of each one of the ingredients. So equal amount of banana, sugar, flour, eggs, lots of butter. But don't tell anyone, please.
No problems. No problems.
It's a secret.
So the reality is the base compound here though is bananas.
Yes.
And we put in all of this, and you're going to show us how to do this. Now, why have we got a cooking segment? Because all good real estate shows should have a cooking segment. Also, Chef Momo, aka alias Ili Fadida, also lives in East St Kilda, so he's a local resident. So we've been able to combine in this show, Gary, cooking, a local resident, and featuring a business that's within our local area.
And reminiscing, Philip, going back in time when we opened our original office at 338 Orong Road, it was only a few years later that, what was the name of your business at that time?
Ili's Good Taste.
Ili's Good Taste opened up, and what number were you?
We were 348A.
348A, yeah, exactly. Right next door, had those beautiful wafts coming through, and that was a reason for a few extra Ks, Phil.
It is. Days. So I think, Gary, while you and I talk real estate, we're going to let Chef Momo get about his business.
You go for it.
He'll start making the cake. We'll cut back to him through that. And then I think Ili's got a promotional offer for our GPTV
what do you offer the viewers?
The first 4 customers
that say
they'll say, Gary Peer TV will get a free banana bread.
Okay, now Illy said 4. Because I'm a real estate agent, I'll see his 4 and actually raise it to 10. So the first 10 people that come through the door and say, I saw banana bread on GPTV with Chef Momo, the first 10 people will get a free banana bread fresh from your oven.
Fair enough. And we're going to see what that looks like at the end.
Yes.
So you're just going to
Gary, let's let Chef Momo get on with his job, and you and I'll talk real estate.
Yes, I thought that's what we're going to do at some stage.
So Gary, welcome back from yet another holiday. Where were you this time?
I was in Hawaii, Philip, and I was
Hawaii again?
I was there to become rejuvenated and vital because I believe I owe that to our partnership, Philip.
Yeah.
I'm prepared to do that for you. It's a sacrifice that I'm prepared to make, but had a great time, Phil, except I did take a leaf out of your book, went to a very fancy, lovely restaurant, Philip.
And internationally known
internationally acclaimed restaurant.
Can't mention the name on GPTV.
No, can't and won't.
Our lawyers have said we can't.
Got as sick as a dog, I got to tell you. Was on the porcelain phone to God all night, and that wasn't much fun. And I think it was the chicken gave it to me, Phil. So I'm figuring maybe in my last life I was a Hawaiian fox, Phil. And the chicken are getting their revenge back on me through my stomach. So
there you go.
Having nightmares of chickens flying around saying aloha, haven't been able to sleep, it's been terrible. But Hawaii, aside from that, me and my wife, who swapped turns in the bathroom, we did have a wonderful time and very refreshed and dynamic.
Okay,
Philip.
I think the viewers have had enough about your holiday, Gary. Let's talk about the real estate market. What's been happening?
Well, as you know, last weekend, no auctions, Phil. There was no point me being around, but certainly some good inspections, some good numbers. And this weekend, we've got 4 auctions. Let's run through them really quickly because we reviewed them last week. We've got on Saturday at 10:30am, 7 at 20 Hawson Avenue, Glenhuntly.
Come along and see Leor Samuel do that auction.
Please do. At 11:30am, Philip, Barclay Street, St Kilda.
Come along and see Jeremy Rosen's auction.
287. And Phil, on Sunday, you are going to be starring.
Come along and see Philip Kingston at number 50 Filbert Street, Caulfield South.
And after that, Phil, at 12:30, you are off to that lovely property in Sebastopol Street, reviewed on GPTV.
We were there last week.
We were, Phil, as a special treat to GPTV viewers. And by the way, why are we talking about cakes and
it's
real estate? I didn't get this business.
Seriously, because we're heading,
delightful as Ilan is.
We're heading towards 100 shows, Gary, and we've had a lot of feedback from the viewers that this is their favourite show on television.
No, we haven't,
and
really.
that they wanted to us to introduce a home style flavour to it.
Who gave us that?
And I thought it'd be a really good thing because I love cakes, and you know how at GPTV we often sit down with and our clients have prepared a morning tea. What Chef Momo from Illy's Cake, 71 Station Street, Malvern, doesn't know is that the quid pro quo for us giving him a plug is that he's now going to provide morning teas for us at every GPTV going forward. And as we shoot, I think 46 weeks a year, Illy has got to come up with 46 different cakes or slices.
I'll be delighted.
And we're going to preview one of those. Of course,
doesn't he love having us here for that? Yeah, I can see him behind the camera. He's just fainted. Got the smelling salts out. Let's talk about previewing some properties. Back to real estate because we are real estate agents. We've got some special properties on preview, Philip, that have just come up. Let's talk about some of them now.
Before we do, I just want to see this banana cake come fresh out of the oven.
Okay, well, let's do that.
How good does that look and smell? Can you get through the properties really quickly so we can eat this?
We had 8 properties to review, Phil, but it smells that good. I think we're just going to do 2 very quickly. 46 Summers Avenue, Malvern. Tell us about that.
That is the most magnificent architect designed family home. Use it as 4 bedrooms, 5 bedrooms, brilliant entertaining areas, and in one of the choicest locations of Malvern, Gary.
Just listed that one, Philip, and also just listed, the ink is still wet on the authority, Philip, is Springfield Avenue, East St Kilda, number 15. One of my favourite streets in the area, Philip. You've got Green Meadows Park at the end and a terrific family home. So there's just a couple that are just exclusively for GPTV viewers because they're not on the internet, they're not in the papers yet, Philip. They're just the first off. How's this?
Do you know what? I think personally we should be shooting GPTV here.
Should we get Illy back?
Every week. Let's get Illy back.
Come on, Illy, come on back over, please. And thank you to Chef Momo. He is the master chef. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Illy. Thanks for letting us do it here today.
And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, you can get your 10 I know it was going to be 4, but Philip's increased it to 10 of your banana cakes by just coming in and saying... He doesn't have the microphone. GPTV loves Chef Momo. That'll do, wouldn't it?
Yeah, GPTV loves Chef Momo.
And 10 of them.
Come on down to 71 Station Street.
But you can't get all 10, and no relatives of yours. You can't take them. It's been a big week on GPTV. I thought we were in real estate, but obviously we're doing all sorts of other things. We hope you enjoyed the show. We look forward to seeing you next week. This is Ilan Fadida, aka Chef Momo. I'm Gary Peer.
I'm Philip Kingston. Have a great week.
Bye for now.